wary. Duncan Larcombe drops huge bombshell on Harry and Meghan laying bare vile plot to steal royal works. Royal expert Duncan Larcombe has discussed Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's recent trip to New York. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle mirroring the work of the royal family is very worrying for the palace, an expert has claimed. The couple, who announced they were stepping down as senior members of the royal family in January 2020, recently completed a trip to New York where they discussed vaccine equality amid the coronavirus pandemic. But fans of the firm have picked up on similarities between their latest work and the work they used to carry out as part of the royal family. And royal expert Duncan Larcombe has explained to OK! How it can be a cause for concern for the palace. He claims, their recent behavior has been astonishing. The trip to New York was a royal tour Harry and Meghan style. They left Britain to escape royal duties and they do appear to be increasingly mirroring the work that they left behind, but are doing it on their terms and their way which, unfortunately, for Meghan is turning up in a big motorcade at a school wearing a £7,000 dress to read extracts from her own book. It's more Hillary Clinton than Mother Teresa, so you could call it a woke version of the royals, and that is what it is at the extreme. He claims, we'll have to see what they do over the next 6 months, because if there are more jobs that are absolute dead ringers for royal jobs, set piece visits, speeches, partnerships with big environmental organizations, that's just precisely what they would have been doing if they were still operating as part of the royal family. It's very worrying for the palace because the problem is whether the public will know the difference between an official royal engagement and Harry and Meghan's own version of it. Duncan also touched on how Harry and Meghan's statement about the latest goings-on in Afghanistan was uncharacteristically quiet for the Duke of Sussex. He continued, when Afghanistan was thrown back into chaos, Prince Harry of all people had so much to say on that subject. As a soldier who led men in Afghanistan, he knows what blood and treasure was contested, and yet his statement was that he was speechless. The one issue that will really get Harry going is war veterans. He works alongside them on the Invictus Games and, trust me, Afghanistan is something which Prince Harry would not fit into one of his podcasts if he got going on the subject. They are clearly playing a careful game and choosing their words and causes carefully. Especially when you consider, was that statement about Afghanistan purely a move to avoid upsetting the Biden administration and the Democratic Party on a wider basis? People have said that Meghan would like one day be president, and what we're beginning to see is almost the start of the campaign trail. However, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, who recently visited New York, seemingly failed to get a lot of traction from their much-hyped trip. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex, who moved to California after quitting royal jobs last year, recently spent 3 days in New York where the couple conducted a number of official engagements. Russell Myers, a royal expert, told the podcast Pod Save the Queen, I was really interested in what traction this got in the States, and the only thing I've seen that was banding around Twitter was the New York Post taking a swipe at them for rolling up in town in a load of gas-guzzling vehicles, big old security detail. Russell went on to say that the Sussexes might not be as adored in the United States as we were first thinking. Harry and Meghan left UK soon after stepping down as senior working members of the royal family last year in March. Prince Harry wanted out of the royal family long before he stepped down as a senior royal last year, but didn't know how to leave, according to a royal expert.